Hey, cousins. I love that y'all love mess, child. Woo! I seek out the mess. Remember, just gonna remind you, and I'm gonna throw it out there one more time. After that, the link is in the About section, and I'll probably put in the community tab if anybody's interested with my Patreon. It's now going to be rebranded, and it's called Girl, What That Got to Do with Wrestling. That's what we're gonna call it. Go over there and get all the mess that I'm about to cook up, along with some other exclusive to the Patreons. Uh, Other than that, I do got some hot piping, stankin' mess coming your way. You might have heard this already, you might have not, so look out for it. It will be on its way. With all of that, let's get into this Smackdown review. I'm gonna say this. The girls is restless. The girls are restless, and I understand and everything, but we just can't be willfully hateful. Now, we could be willfully hateful to individuals, but overall, we want to be honest, right? And over here at Wrestling in Color, I like to be honest as possible, because at this particular point, if I sit here ranting and raving and making my eyeballs and shit pop out, that's not going to help nobody, and it definitely ain't going to help me. Okay? Let's get into SmackDown. Down to the Dickies Arena. Fort Worth, Texas. Texas was all right tonight. Fort Worth was all right. Fort Worth was up, and they wanted to smoke. They wanted some titty time. They wanted a little bit of the storm that had came down. They needed to have some caution tape. They was ready. I like what Fort Worth gave. Fort Worth gave the girls some things. I appreciate that. John Cena and Randy Orton started the show. I guess the show was ad free at some point. I really couldn't tell. Let me tell you something about John Cena and Randy Orton. These two bitches was going back and forth like they was down to the cookout, and waiting for the ribs to get done. Cause I was like, what the fuck is this? Your main event, and this is coming from a 44-year-old. You hear me? Your main event for Backlash is John Cena versus Randy Orton. 45 versus 48 years old. This is the biggest problem I'm having with Paul Levesque. This right here. And we're going to get into that too. I told you I got it organized now. Listen, we're going to get into that too. Because this don't make no sense. I love me some Randy Orton and his greased up thighs. I'm ready for it anytime I can get a hold of it. John Cena right here. When Randy Orton and John Cena lined up to look at each other, and Randy was riled up because he told him that he was going to take out his bloodline because the title ain't going to be available no more. Randy Orton was like, how could you? And John Cena couldn't even hold his smile. He was like, I'm so happy that me and you about to do it. The one thing I will say is that Cody Rhodes was not on SmackDown. Let's go ahead and give a round of applause. I love it. John Cena ran down the children. He said one kid was in the audience and flicked him the bird, apparently. And he was like, see, that's that bullshit. Y'all got these old weak-ass kids being disrespectful. In my day, that's basically John Cena. Randy Orton was like, you need to go have you some damn kids. Have you some kids, and maybe you be a little more respectful to the kids that come looking at you. I was like, Randy, don't nobody want kids. Everybody don't want kids. Everybody don't want to be tied down with 4 and 5 kids. So I don't even know what that is. He told me it's going to make you a better human being. Listen, your kids are fantastic for those who want. People who do not want kids are fine. Now, one thing I will say for John Cena that I respect. John Cena said, I don't want kids because right now I'm extremely selfish. I'm focusing on my career. I'm focused on to get these munions. I'm fucking my woman. Ain't nobody interrupting me. This is what I want. I don't have time to be bringing little people in the world, and I'm on the other side of the world. We done seen this time after time with wrestlers. Go watch a few episodes of Dark Side of the Ring. These motherfuckers got kids. They get caught up in their personas. They get hooked on heroin. They go running down holes and lot lizards, and then they overdose in the hotel and die. Then you got the mama and the son and the daughter talking about he was a good man. He did the best he could. No. Thank you, John Cena, for making a conscious effort with your reproduction. I wish more men would say, I don't want no kids, and get a goddamn vasectomy or use a condom. I wish more men would do that. I respect John Cena on that level. That's real talk. Randy Orton, you got about 4-5 kids. I think Randy Orton got some. Kim got a kid. She bought in to the marriage, and I don't mind that. Randy always had a decent contract with WWE. He always was able to take time and be with the family. Now he took time because he was fucked up. And he really was able with the family. But the kids are older now, so he could mix it up and be cute and wham. But John Cena ain't got time to be having no little newborn babies and shit. He on the road and all kinds of shit he trying to do. And right now, at John Cena age, he don't need to be having no kids because they're going to come out scrambled. No disrespect. Older men, they sperm be frothy, and them kids be having Down syndrome and other developmental delays. That it falls on older men. I know everything comes down to the egg, but if your egg is some old ass, frothy, yellow tint sperm, you gonna have a wrinkle ass baby, and we don't want that for John. Okay. With that being said, John Cena basically said, I'm gonna see you down to the backlash, and me and you gonna mix it up in the ring. And then this is where we was wrapping it up because John Cena threw that title in the slowest way possible. I saw that title coming for at least 5 minutes, and Randy Orton caught it, and then he went ahead and beat Randy up, and stomped on him or whatever, and then Randy avoided the second shot and gave him an RKO and stood up. And Randy looked good as fuck. Randy looked good holding that title. But by WWE logic, that means he will be losing at Backlash, which I think is stupid. I think you should go ahead and give Randy the title and let John Cena and Randy hot potato that title until WrestleMania, or until John Cena get done with his 27, 37 dates. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, it is what it is. We got to sit in on the uncles. We got to sit in on the Uncle Fest, and that's just what it is. Axiom got a vignette. Axiom came on down, and it was against Los Garza. Los Garza with Santos and his losing ass stable. Let me tell you something. Axiom is an NXT tag team champions. They held them titles really for a long time. Those titles got dropped to Tank and Hank, which is a knockoff of Heavy Machinery. Remember them? Remember Heavy Machinery? We just kept Otis from Heavy Machinery. But again, if you want to watch some good ass wrestling, go ahead on back and watch NXT Stand and Deliver. I was going to review it, but time has passed and I'm just not interested. Anyway, Axiom and Humberto and them, they did a fantastic job. It was a fun little cute situation. Great way to introduce Axiom. Unfortunately, at the loss of Los Garza. But Los Garza shows you every chance they get that they some badass motherfuckers and they need to be pushed just like everybody else. Axiom and Los Garza, I could watch them wrestle about 2-3 more times because they was really good. They were really good. It was cute. It was a cute situation. Tiffany Stratton coming to the stage. Tiffy time. No. It's titty time because Tiffany ain't going to change her outfits. She wants everyone to either see her pussy lips or her areolas and her nipples. Okay? And this is what we get to see. That is like a bonus for the goons and the incels. It's a bonus. Okay? Because you got to be a goon to slow that shit down before the screen turn black just to see a little hairy nipple. That's crazy. Anyway, Tiffany said, what time is it? Fort Worth, Texas was turned all the way on. They was like, titty time. I said, okay, Fort Worth. Okay, because y'all the focus group that Paul Leviskay said he be using to see who's over or not, because the internet fake, y'all the focus group. So y'all just told Paul Leviskay that Tiffany Stratton is over. over the moon. Okay. She said, that's right. WrestleMania in front of 60,000 people. It was Tiffy time. And I went toe to toe with one of the greatest of all time, Charlotte Flair. And I can't even lie. There was moments when I doubted myself and the pressure got to me. But in the end, I prevailed and I walked out of WrestleMania and still your WWE Women's Champion. And then all of a sudden we heard doom doom doom. Jade Cargill came out. Child, she had a microphone. I was like, oh my God. When I tell you, I was quaking. I was like, she got a microphone. Oh my goodness. And Jade didn't let me down, baby. She said, Tiffany, cut it. Now, I came out here to give you credit where credit is due. That match with Charlotte was impressive, but that did nothing but created a bigger target on your back. And since business is finished with Naomi, I had time to come out here. So, I think it's time for me to remind everybody why I came here to WWE. I think it's time for everyone to see why I came here to be a champion. And I think it's time for you to understand that just because you beat Charlotte, it doesn't make you the best, especially when you haven't faced me. I was like, Jade, girl, what we doing? What we doing? Did somebody have cue cards or something up at the rafters for you to read? Can you just talk regular? Just say, Tiffany, cut it. Now, I came out here to give you credit where credit's due. That's just talk like you talking to your homegirl. Whatever. Tiffany was like, okay, well, why don't you put your money where your mouth is? And then we got the match. Let me tell you something real quick. This was cute. Somebody said it was a whole lot of botching. Either my eyes ain't no good. I do wear glasses, but I saw Tiffany botch. I did see Jade Cargill calling spots a little bit, or maybe asking what to do next. But this is the pace that Jade Cargill needs to go in. Yes, just like Goldberg, okay, just like Braun Strowman, just like Nia Jax. This is the pace. Big and slow. Impactful hits. Okay? Big hits. She not climbing to the top rope and doing no motherfucking Phoenix splashes and 450s. You leave that to the girls. You leave that to the Seth Rollinses. You leave that to the what's her name, Bianca Belairs. Jade Cargill ain't doing that. Okay, she moving like Brock Lesnar. I liked it. I said, okay, maybe she went back and tweaked some things. I didn't have a real issue with this. Now the outfits, sweeties, the outfits. I'm about to probably sound like Mickey James, and I hate that, but just a little bit more, fabric. Just a little bit more fabric above the pussy bone area, a little bit more over the titties. Let's have a little bit more. You can still have your booty out because J whole ass was out. J whole muscle, gluteus maximus was on display. Smooth, beautiful chocolate ass. But baby, we can put just a little bit over the cusp. You can cover it up a little bit. It's all right. Ain't no big deal. I get what's going on. You know, it's fine. It's cute. Listen, they said, what's her name? Nia Jax said that's the only reason why Rhea Ripley got over, because she got her booty cheeks out and she digging in her ass for the girls. And that's okay. That's what she said. They had said. It's a fire. So excuse me. Other than that, I think it was cute. I just need the girls just a little bit more covering up, because when she did that little slam on Tiffy time, Tiffy titties came right on out. Tiffy titties popping out. Tiffany wasn't even fixing it. She just laying there, titties on display. That's why the screen was black and going black and white. And then I'm like, Netflix. Right after this, I'm about to watch Nosferatu. Okay? And the that damn bat or whatever he is, he fucking everybody in the movie, and you ain't blacking nothing out. But that's neither here nor there. Jade Cargill won by disqualification because after they was getting it in, Naomi decided that she was going to throw caution to the wind, and she came running down to the ring in her cute little outfit, and everybody seemed to be really upset about how she was riding Jade and was like throwing these little bitch like kitty punches. Naomi's having fun. That shit actually made me laugh because I said she's so fucking goofy. And then she started throwing her into the ring post. She gave you the impactful, I hate this bitch situation. I didn't have no issue with it. Naomi's doing a fantastic job. She having fucking fun. I want them to have fun because I have fun too. I have fun with this. And then while Tiffany was standing there, you know, she was standing there grilling Naomi, and Naomi was looking at her like, bitch, please, I'm trying to get this over here. She came out the ring walking backwards, and that's when Nia Jax came into the scene, hit the fuck out of Tiffany Stratton, and then dropped her whole ass on her. Everybody's like, oh man, I'm shocked Nia Jax came back after the roast. First of all, Paul Leviskay was at the roast. Nick Khan and them was at the roast. They liked the roast. And she the Rock cousin. Ain't nothing happened to her. And I'm not even gonna hold you. Some of the shit she said wasn't even a roast. She was reading the girls. She was reading the girls for filth. I didn't laugh. I read y'all can go back and I didn't laugh at anything. I was sitting there like, so you just telling people business, bitch? All right, it was cute. The whole situation was cute for the girls. Anyway, Jacob Fatu, Solo, LA Knight, Drew McIntyre segment. Let's go ahead and discuss this real quick. Jacob Fatu and Solo came out first. Solo got in his whole bag. I don't know what he was talking about. He was making points. Now, Solo wasn't wrong. He was like, it's me. I'm the reason that Jacob's a champion. I brought him here. Ain't nobody was fucking with him. He was on the corner rolling blunts with the homies. And I went ahead and plucked that nigga from over there. You know what I mean? He walking in here with shiesties, ski masks, fucking the football jerseys. He let it all hang out. Ain't nobody in my family, ain't nobody in the 5-2 and the Anna family was fucking with these folks. I went and got him. Jacob was like, hold on, give me that motherfucking mic. He said, I'm all gas and no brakes. When you found me on the street, I loved you, Solo. But I ain't in love with you no more like that because you trying to make it seem like I'm some kind of bitch-ass man. I'm the United States champion. I'm a menace to society. I'm America's most wanted. And at the end of the day, you better get in when you fit in. You better get down and you gonna lay down. Because I'm all gas and no brakes with it. Ra-ring. 5-2. I was like, okay, Jacob. Okay, Jacob, you about to let the thunder of the ghetto come all the way up out of you. I like it. Texas was like, yeah, we like that. He ignorant as fuck. LA Knight came out. LA Knight was like, listen, I don't know why I'm back here in the mid-card, but it's cute. Clearly, Paul Leviskay got a problem with my sexy ass. And he gonna keep making me mix it up with the girls, and that's all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay up on this turnbuckle while you hoes go back and forth. Drew McIntyre came out, and Drew McIntyre and his fucking monologues. Basically, he was like, you know what, LA Knight, the reason why you back in the fucking mid-card is because you play too much. All you do is giggle and fucking sniggle with your non-existent ass title run. Find you something to do. LA Knight was like, hold on, bitch. Don't get cute, because I don't remember the last time you even had a title run. How about them apples? What's his name? Drew McIntyre was like, you know what, fuck you. He said, Jacob, I want to fight you, because you just that damn ghetto. And I feel like, because I'm from Scotland, I could get real hood, too. We got hoods in the Scottish, too. I put my kilt on and throw my skirt up in the air, and we could do it. And that is exactly what we had got done. Okay, we went right on to a match that was scheduled by fucking GM shoulder pads. He was like, wait a minute. Y'all want to fight? Y'all coming out here mixing up. Ain't nobody came by my fucking office. Y'all know I be in there changing my shoulder pads. Come on out here and knock on the goddamn door. But since you already out here, Y'all go ahead and fight, and whoever win the fight is gonna be the number one contender for old ghetto over there. How that sound? They was like, fine, girl. He was like, all right, I'm going back to my office because I'm missing the shoulder pad. Y'all just doing too much. Byron Saxton was backstage interviewing Zelina Vega, and I was just like, Zelina. Zelina was like, I'm just happy that I still got a job. And, I'm really trying to get this steampunk laser lizard type shit over. And it's real difficult because ain't nobody really fucking with me like that. But either way, I'm about to go out there and fight for this U.S. championship. And I'm going to bring it home for the Puerto Ricans. And Byron was like, all right, girl, whatever. Chelsea Green with the Secret Harvest versus Zelina Vega for the WWE United States Championship. So what I had did was roll over. I had rolled over for a minute just to rest my eyes. I wasn't going to sleep. I was resting my eyes. And then all of a sudden I heard, and new. And I was like, what? I said, Zelina Vega got the championship before Meechin? What? Ooh, I said, Meechin gonna be mad, girl. Meechin gonna try to fight Zelina Vega at least 46 times. At least 46 times. I guess that's what's gonna happen in Backlash, or they're gonna run it back with Chelsea Green. All right, congratulations, Zelina, because you came out there and everybody was like, let's hurry up. Like, let's get this going. Don't nobody give a fuck. Zelina's not over. Sorry, whoop the damn whoop. Moving right along, The Miz and Carmelo Hayes is back in all white. Carmelo is feeling himself. He won the Andre the Giant Memorial Tournament because The Miz did help him a little bit. And The Miz was like, listen, I'm about to get you where you need to be because I'm old and I'm going out. But I got something for you. Why this motherfucker, listen, who wrote this? This man gave Carmelo Hayes a dookie chain. And I was like, who is that Carmelo head? No, it's a dookie chain of Andre the Giant. When I tell you, I said, you know what? Somebody back then, they was like, what we could do in this segment is we can give the black guy a dookie chain because that's what they do down at Rockefeller Records. I remember because my son is really into that stuff. And what the blacks would do is they would give a chain to let the other black person know that they succeeded. Everybody was like, yes, I like that. That sounds good. Y'all gave Carmelo Hayes a dookie chain and told him to wait in the back. Carmelo was like, you know what? I like this. I'm going to wear this to the ring next time I go out there. I said, you know what? Ooh, listen, y'all be playing in motherfuckers' faces. Anyway, it was cute. The man said, I'm about to go out there and get myself a little something going. You stay back here and chill and bask in the glory. So Carmelo was rubbing his little dookie chain or whatever. So the Miz went out there and he was like, you know what? I feel like I'm doing all kinds of crazy shit and I'm not really getting my feel, and I don't really like that. I've been out here since 2007 grinding, the grindstone, pounding the pavement, doing all the things. Miz ain't wrong. Miz ain't wrong. Doing all the things, and I'm just not getting what I need. Like, I'm a Grand Slam champion like 3 times over. Where's my motherfucking WrestleMania match? Where's my superstar moment? Where's my goddamn Hall of Fame ring? Me and my bitch Maurice should have been in the Hall of Fame. You just hand them out like potato chips. Anyway, he said, I'm awesome. And then the lights went out. They was down for a second. So I had enough time to sit there and speculate. I said, okay, so it's gonna be the Wyatt Six, and then what's gonna happen is Alexa Bliss is gonna pop out and she gonna be like, you wanna play? Let's play, and then everybody gonna be skipping to the ring. And then by the time the lights came back on, I was still trying to figure it out. Child, guess who came rising out the depths, but he didn't have his creaky soundboard. He didn't have that Vince McMahon had put on him. It was Alistair Black, child. When I tell you, I was like, oh, fuck. It's like he never left. They got them damn church candles where you got to put the quarter in and had him rise up, and his music was, I said, here we go. Here we go. Triple H coming back with this old weak-ass mysticism shit. I was preparing myself, but I wasn't prepared. So Alistair stand up. Everybody's like, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And the Miz was like, let me tell you something. Next thing you know, Black Mass then came, kicked Miz in the face. Miz dropped. Alistair's got his Indian pose and he looking around. I was like, oh my God, here we go. Here we fucking go. I guess as long as he gonna mix it up with the Miz and just, I don't even care, child. Only person that's excited is Zelina Vega because her husband here. And now they can make out more than usual. Anyway, Byron Saxton was going backstage with Bianca Belair, and she looked beautiful. She is still keeping with her Rose theme because she said, you know what? You bitches was booing me. You don't want to give me my flowers. I'm going to give myself flowers. That's what that's about. Looked fantastic. Unfortunately, she jammed her fingers up down to the Mania. But she said it was worth it because her, Rhea, and Io, we gave y'all everything we had to give, and I think we did a fantastic job. Smackdown is my home. I go here, she said. And right now, it's divided. So I'm going to go get these fingers together. Okay? And when I come back, I got business I got to take care of. Rhea Ripley, bitch, don't think I forgot about you because you was in the match you ain't had no goddamn business being. So me and you going to cross paths anyway. Okay? But let me go ahead and go home and get myself together, and I'm going to be on SmackDown sooner rather than later. Let's give Bianca Belair a round of applause, please. Hurry up and heal. Hurry up and heal because I got to see my EST. That's one of the main reasons why I watched the goddamn show. Shoot. Naomi was walking backstage and she was mad as fuck, child. She was in a trance. She needed to have like a little caution fairy floating around her head or something. And she bumped into Nia Jax, and Nia Jax was like, let me tell you something. Don't interrupt what me and Tiffany Stratton got going on because I'm trying to get that belt and I don't need your crazy ass mixing it up. And Naomi was like, just make sure you proceed with caution. And Nia was like, girl, that was fucking rude. Listen, I'm not even mad. I'm glad Nia back. They need Nia because I did not see Mother Bone tonight. Where was Mother Bone? I don't give a fuck if they boo to the roof flies up to Mars. You always have Mother Bone on the show. So yes, I am glad Nia is back to add that little bit of. And Naomi looks super cute in her yellow. And I love her hair. I just love the whole presentation. Fourth match. Drew McIntyre versus LA Knight, the number one contenders match for the WWE Championship. Well, Drew McIntyre, I guess, won, and he will have his championship match against Jacob. But fuck all that, because Damian Priest said he about to come in there with his, I don't know where the fuck he gets his jeans from. Must be Forever 21 or Express. Either way, he came out there and he was whooping on Drew McIntyre's ass like, bitch, I ain't forget about you. You done fuck me up, snatch my shit. We about to do it. Okay? And what's your name? LA Knight stepped to Damian Priest like, you just fucked up what I had going on. I'm trying to get a number one contenders match. You out here trying to fight his ass, and you done fuck what I got on. And Damian Priest like, I ain't mess up your match, bitch, because I got my own thing. Anyway, this is where at some point, fucking, what's his name? Umaga Knockoff. He decided he was handing out fucking, what they call them, moonsaults. He just started moonsaulting on motherfuckers. He gave Drew McIntyre 2, and he gave LA Knight 2. And he got in the middle of the ring, and he was emoting, and he said, all gas, no brakes. And held the title up. So, I guess Tamatonga is and what's his name, Tangaloa, both of them are out. They said Tamatonga injured real bad, that he had to go straight into surgery. So I wish them the best of luck. I do miss the yeah. You know, we gotta have that. We gotta have that. We learned it. We want to use it. Either way, Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu down to the Backlash. I'm assuming that will be announced shortly or coming up this week. Video cap of Braun Breaker joining forces with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. We got the video cap of Braun Breaker aligning himself with Seth and Paul Heyman. John Cena runs into R-Truth, and you know what? John Cena ignored the fuck out of R-Truth. Let's give a round of applause for John Cena. Because R-Truth on that bullshit, and I'm over it. The joke's past. It ain't funny. Find this man something to do. He old too. If it's going to be old nigga parade, find him something to do. He could be going after the U.S. title too. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, he was Jimmy showed up, and we was like, oh, there go Jimmy. And Jimmy was like, hey, that's John Cena. And R-Truth was like, yeah, I want to be just like him when I grow up. And Jimmy was like, but wait, you already growed up. I said, oh. I'm laughing because I said it at the same time, but I was like really disgusted. And Jimmy was confused. Nigga, you growed up. If anything, John Cena should be being like you, stupid. But you want to play this fucking dementia shit until the end of time. Get your money. Get your money. I'm not even mad. 5th final match, Street Profits versus Motor City Machine Guns, DIY, TLC match. Let me tell you something. I usually would say, if you seen a Street Profits match, then you seen them all. If you seen DIY, then you seen Motor Machine Guns, then you seen them all. Baby, I can't say that. This motherfucking match, I was talking to the TV like, they had a prosthetic. That man gave his prosthetic leg to Montez to hit, what's the name on it? He got his leg back, and he had that leg in the air. He was having a time of his life, child. I was in here gagged. You hear me? They used tables, ladders, and chairs. It was a part with one of the Motor City Machine Guns. I don't know who had the chair on their neck. I think Tommaso hit the Motor City. He had the chair on his neck, and Tommaso hit the chair, and it spun him around. Then they went into the tables, and they was all going through the ladders. Listen, that was a motherfucking match. I don't know what battery pack these 3 teams put in their asses. Why the fuck was this not on the WrestleMania card? That's where I'm at. Now I'm annoyed. Why wasn't that on the WrestleMania card? We got the War Raiders, Viking Experience, Viking Raiders versus the New Day. Wasted our whole fucking night when you could have saved night 1. All right, or night, whatever that night was, and put this right here on the match. We got it on the regular Friday. This was what? This match. If somebody said your top 5 TLC, this got to be at least in the top 3. This was they utilized TLCs. Fan-fucking-tastic match. Should have been on the main card. And that's really a Smackdown. It's just it was cute. It was cute. It moved along. It depends on who it is. If you looking for anger and I can't believe this, woo, then you know where to find that. You know what? This was it was a cute show. Next week on Smackdown, Alistair Black will be fighting the Miz. We figured that out. Usually when you come in fighting with the Miz, kind of tells us what's going to happen to you, right? You're going to be mixing up in the mid-card, which is fine. You know, they don't need to be at the top of the card. You know, they coming back from AEW, from failed runs and stuff, so they need to be right where they at. They fell right back. Rusev and them fell right back where they never left, in the nice, snug corner of the mid-card. If I told you what to go back and watch, definitely watch this TLC match. Watch it. Okay? I would also tell you to watch the Miz give Carmelo a dookie chain. I don't even know why that shit was funny. That shit was funny as fuck to me. Other than that, it ain't too much else. There's no replay value for this SmackDown. It was there. It moved things along. Got a couple surprises. What can you do? I'm gonna leave it right there, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments, and I'm gonna catch you on the next one.